Alright guys, so now welcome to the second part of this video and we will move ahead to our next chart. And as per our problem statement, we have to create a daily sales trend, right? But we will skip this. First, what we will do, we will create the total sales by food type, okay? And this we will create later after we create this pie chart, okay? So we have to create total sales by food type. And if you come into our data, I will just show you the data. And if you see in the data, we do not have the food type, field available for us. So, but for that, what we have to do is we have to create an calculation based on this dish name, and then we will have to create a new field which will tell us whether that dish is a veg or a non-veg dish, right? So what we have to do is, I will just go ahead and create a new column. I will just right click here and I will create an insert and I will name this as food type. So I've already written a calculation for this, but I will explain you what does it mean actually. So you can see there are a few keywords which we have to identify over here, and based on that keywords only, what we will do is we will have to go ahead and create that particular thing that is feedback. So, and mostly we will go ahead and find out the non-veg keywords like chicken is there or all those things, right? Chicken, mutton, or omelette, and all those, right? So, if you go ahead and if you click on the drop down here, and if you go ahead and find over here, so you can see somewhere you will see chicken, right? So, butter chicken, chicken. Somewhere it is non-veg, right? Here you can see it non-veg and all those things, right? So we will name it as a non-veg food. Though whether that particular order have both veg and non-veg, still we will categorize that in a non-veg only, because this is how we are trying to play with the data. I'm just trying to tell you how to write this calculation and how is it is done. So first what I will do, I will just copy the calculation, so I will help you understand what is actually mean. I will press is equal to and I will paste it over here, and I will just try to show you the calculation first. So if you see over here, we are using an if condition and then we are using an or condition. Or is nothing but to match with multiple text, we'll use an or condition, that if not this then or likewise, right? And what we are doing is we are finding out chicken, we are finding out egg, we are finding out fish, mutton, prawns, biryani, kebab, right? So spell mistakes, right? So, and veg, non-veg and all. Right, so we are using an is number field just to check and search whether that keyword is available in this particular dish name or not, right? So this is what actually we are going to write. So I'll just expand this to the fullest. So just make a note of whatever is been written on the screen. You can pause the screen and you can write the same calculation for you as well. All right, so this is how you write this particular calculation. I will pause the screen for 2 to 3 more seconds. And if you use this calculation, we are going to identify all the text which is related to non-veg. So it will be easy for us to identify non-veg, and what is remaining, it will be everything veg, right? So because you are using an if condition, if this is satisfied, then it will be non-veg, right? This string will be printed. If not satisfied, then it will be veg, and I'll just hit enter. Okay, and now I will just collapse this, right? So now you can see a food type column has been created, but everywhere you see veg only. So let's see what's wrong in this. So if you check over here, guys, we are getting all the values as a veg over here. You can see all the values are veg, but we should get both the values. If I go ahead and check the formula, and when I click on this formula, you can see the cell references. So we are finding this value for H3. So okay, so guys, you can see H is in the same column. So it is finding the value for the same column and it is giving us the result in the same column. So if the value is not matched, it will give all the veg itself. So that's the reason this has been happening. But we have to find the value for dish name, and you can see dish name, all of these texts are available in G column. That is nothing but for this particular dish, we have to check whether it is veg or non-veg. So instead of veg, we have to change everything G over here. So we will change all to G over here. Do that first. Okay, so we'll check change G. Okay, and now I will hit enter. And I will just collapse this now, and here, or we can say compress, and you can see we can see both veg and non-veg available for us now. All right, so this is how you create a food type for us. And now I'll go in dashboard back or in analysis first. So I will copy the pivot table from here again. I will paste it over here. Okay. And now what I will do, I will go in pivot table analyze option. I will click on field list. And instead of this months, now I don't want months, right? So we have to find out everything based on food type. Food type, you can say field is been not available over here. To bring it over here, what we will do, we will go in pivot table analyze option and we'll click on refresh. So as soon as you refresh, you can see a food type is been available over here. Now I will just click on food type and now you can see both the values are being present. Now next thing what we will do, we have to create a chart. So I will just go in pivot table analyze option, go on pivot chart, and from here I will just go on pie, and from here I will just select the donut chart. So I will just click on OK, and now you can see a donut chart is been created for us, right? And now I will right click and I will just remove all the feed buttons. I will remove this as well. Okay, and now we will bring this and we will add it in our dashboard. To first add it in our dashboard, what I will do, I'll just select this placeholder, Control C, Control V. I will try to bring it over here. Okay, then I will go in shape format and I will choose the width for this as, just specify the width for this as 6.27. Okay, so this will be the width where I will add my pie chart. So now I will go in the analysis sheet. I will copy the pie chart from here and I will paste it over here, right? And now we will do some formattings quickly. I'll just reduce it likewise and I will increase it likewise, right? So first I will go over here and in legend you can see I will add it on top. So I will add the legend at top. Then next thing I'll just increase it likewise. Now right click and click on format chart area. In fill I will click on no fill and in border I will click on no line, right? Now I will just go over here in chart option and I will click on series total, and here in donut size explosion I will just reduce it. Okay, so I'll reduce it, let's say to 65%. Okay, and similar way I will go to effects, or just let's come to the colors. Okay, first I will just go to uh 1 second. So what we will do here, first I will go over here and I will add the data labels also, right? And here I will go in more options. In data labels I will come over here, and in label options we will show the percentage value also. We don't yeah, we can keep the percentage. All right, now what we will do, I will just do some more formattings on this. So what we can see the number you can see is in the full form. So I will go in analysis tab here again. I will select these two numbers, press Control 1, go to custom, and we already have our format over here, which is this, right, which we have used. So I will just keep it at 1 decimal point and I will just click on OK. Right, so you can see it is at 1 decimal point. If we will come back to our dashboard and you can see it has been applied over here, but a few more formattings we have to do. I will just click on this chart. Okay, I will just close this first, click on this, and we'll just increase the size from here, right? So you will be able to use this also. I mean, you can increase it in this way. And now we'll bring this text outside of this, right? Here we will add those text and I'll bring it to center over here. Then select this text, I will go to home, and from here I will choose it as Seiju semi bold. Okay, let's find it, semi bold, and I will reduce its size, right, to 7. So this is how you create this, and if you want you can take it a bit over here. All right, then this also will just try to bring it a bit up. Perfect. All right, now I will just have to change the color of these donut explosions, right? So I'll just double click on this, right? So just go ahead and double click on this particular donut. Okay, and then go to home, and here you can see you can change the colors from here. I will just choose this color, or we will just go ahead and choose this color. And for this also I'll double click on this. Okay, first click outside and then click this and double click on this, right? And then from here we will change this to let's say this, or this is fine, or we'll just go in more colors and we'll just use a light color over here. Okay, perfect. And just let me change this to 60, or let's make it 70. Okay, 70 is fine. All right, perfect. I will close this now and we'll add the title for this. Control C, Control V, and I'll bring it over here. Okay, and I will name this title by as sales by food type. Okay, so this is our title. I will control save this, and here you can see, if you can take a look, this is the veg and this is the non-veg, and from here you will understand that non-veg have 36% of share and veg have 64% of share, right? So most of, or we can say 64% of food which has been ordered is almost of, veg orders, right? So this is how you do the comparison of all of this, right? So this is how you do sales by food type. Also, you can see this is our dashboard. Okay. And what we can do is, if you want, we can increase the density of this color. I'll just go in more colors and I'll make it more darker. Okay, this looks fine now. Perfect. All right, so this is how you do it. Now we will move ahead to our next requirement. So before moving ahead into our video, guys, let me introduce you to my new website. So in this particular website, I have added so many of data analysis material, roadmaps, and the roadmaps which are required to current industry trends, and it will be used for 2025 and 2026 use as well. And edition year is for both. I can say I keep it updating every month. So there are multiple materials available. So you can see I have a data analysis complete material package. Power BI projects are there. You can see Power BI individual projects also, if you want to buy, those are also available. And this is the most unique package where it says 30 companies detailed real-time interview question and answer, where it has everything, right? The real-time questions which is been asked in the interview, and the scenario based interview questions as well, both for SQL, Power BI, Excel, data warehouse. Everything has been included for Python as well, right? So you can see capstone project which includes all the tools. This is also available. Projects on Tableau, projects on Excel, right? And some other different individual materials are also available on my website, right? And if you see over here, if you look for the data analysis complete material over here, let me explain you what is included in it. So here you will get an data analysis roadmap, right? If you click on this, a complete roadmap is available. If I open this, you can see a complete roadmap is available. And in this, there are actually a complete syllabus is available with links are also available in this. So these links are freely available on YouTube. So with my experience and with my knowledge, I have gathered all the links and created a proper document. So you don't have to pay lakhs of amount in the people who are teaching you, and which will be not 50 or 40% of also what I will be teaching you or I will be giving you over here. It is a complete detailed roadmap with all the tools, right? If you see every roadmap, everything is explained what you should learn as a beginner and everything, right? So everything is available, all the syllabus with links that you have to learn, right? And these are curated and handpicked by myself. All right. So this is a worth for you. If you go back, there is and detailed other materials. Let's say for Power BI. If I go in Power BI, you can see there are notes available. There are projects also available. So the other separate folder is available for project, each and everything, right? You can see PL300 Power Query, other notes, data cleaning notes, data modeling notes, and all other roadmaps. A special Power BI roadmap is also available over here, guys, right? So also there are some projects available. So you can see Power BI projects. You can see more than 6 to 7 projects are available. Similar for Excel, these projects are available. And in projects, you will get an complete Power BI file. So if you look over here, let's say for hotel management dashboard, you will get a complete data, complete report, a .pbix report, which will be a working report, a working Power BI file, and a problem statement, right? The images used will be also provided to you, right? So you can see the meta ad performance analysis dashboard is also available over here. All right. So if you look more in this particular course, what I am offering for you is, if you look over here, you will also have all other tools data also, right? And in this, I will have providing the practice data sets also. So these are the different practice data sets which you can use actually to create your own projects, right? Then I have also added few real-time industry question answers also. right? So these are the real-time industry question answers, and this is just in September only I have added all these. And it is, if you look for Deloitte, let's say, let's look for other one, right? So let's look for Flipchart. You can see everything is available, SQL questions, and it is everything is explained with answer, right? And these are the real-time questions that are asked in interviews. Similarly way, if you're looking for Power BI projects, everything is available, all the Power BI projects are available, and in this you will get all the PBIX files, right? You can see you will get a PBIX file, all the images, the CSV data file, and the problem statements also. And if you want to see all these projects, you can see I have created my new website over here. And if you go in dashboards, right, and here all those Power BI dashboard, Tableau dashboard, Excel dashboard I will add soon. And all this dashboard, if you click on view all, or if you want to see any of the dashboard, let's say you want to see IPL analysis, if you click on this, and it is a workable dashboard, guys. So it will take some time to open, and if you change the season, if you can see all the values are changing, right? So in this way all the dashboards are added. If you want to check what dashboards you will be getting in those 25 Power BI projects, you will actually be able to see on my website. So both the links I will add in the description box. This website link also, you can jump from here also, this particular website. If you click on start learning, you will be redirected to this particular website from where all the packages are available, right? And if you look over here, guys, you can see 4,000, more than 4,400 people have already bought it. And there are so many messages I have received that they actually, the projects are very good, actually the material is very good. So it is proven, it is not fake, it is a real time, everything is real time. I am not doing a scam over here. If you are in doubt, you can reach out to me to my email and or a WhatsApp number which is available in the description of this particular video, and you can go through this website. I will add the link in the description box, and if you like it, you can buy it. If you don't like it, you can just go ahead with the video and see the entire project or whatever I am teaching you. All right, so now let's move ahead with our video. And if you check our problem statement, now we will go ahead and find out our daily sales trend. All right, so for that I will come over here. Sorry. So I will have to go in my data, and first what we have to do is we have to create a daily sales. But we have a order date field over here, but what we don't have is we don't have a daily day column. So for that, what we have to do, we have to extract the day from this particular order date. So for that, what I will do, I'll just go and click on insert. I will name it as day. And for that, we have to write a calculation over here. I will use the text function over here, right? So I'll use a text function. So it takes a value and what is should be the formatted text. So this is the value I want to be converted into a day format. And what should be the text format? It is nothing but I will double inverted comma, I will add dd, small dd or capital dd in 3 times. Okay, and I'll just click on okay. As soon as you do, you will get the first three initial of those days. If you add 4 times, okay, you will get the full names, right? This is how it works. But I don't want the full names. I'll just go up. I just want the first three initials. I will go back and I'll just hit enter, and you can see I'm just getting all the three initials here, right? So this is how you do it. Now you'll control save it. I will go to my analysis tab back again. Okay, and just make sure that you change the names over here, guys, right? So the name which I have added over here, I will go in home and I will add this and merge. As I told you, whenever you are visiting or your colleague or your client is visiting, they should understand what is the analysis is been done for which particular chart and which particular business requirement. So this is what monthly trend. Okay, I will just name it as monthly trend, and you can go to home. I will make it as bold, and I will just select this entire thing. I will go to home again, and from here I will just choose as this border. Here I will choose as this border, and here what I'll do, I'll insert a column. I will reduce it so this looks nice. Similar way here also do the same thing. I will add this, and then I will add this merge and center, and I will name it as this is what by food type. Okay, I'll just select this. I will click on format printer and I will use this over here, right? So control S. So this is how you should keep everything in pure format. So I'll now copy this and I will create a new pivot table. So the pivot table list is not available, so I'll go in pivot table analyze option, and here I'll turn on the list. And now what I will do, I will have to create it based on day, but the field is not available over here. So I will go over here and I will refresh everything. So you can see the day field has been available. Now instead of food type, I will use day. And you can see all the days are been brought over here. So we will do some quick formatting on this. Press Ctrl 1, go to custom, and the same way we will use this format over here. Okay, and I'll just click on OK. Right, you can see these are the values available. Okay, or we can change it to 2 decimal points also. This is also available for us. Perfect. Right, and now click on this particular table which has been created. Go to pivot table analyze option, click on pivot chart, and from here we will select this particular chart, right? That is nothing but vertical bar charts, and right click and click on hide all the buttons. Delete this and delete this as well as you can see grid lines. I will delete those as well. Okay, now we'll go in dashboard and I will create a placeholder for this. I'll just copy this only, Control C, Control V, and I'll try to bring it down over here. Okay, same. Okay, so we'll just keep it as it is. And now I will just go back, copy this, and I will go over here again and I will paste it over here. Okay, I'll close this and we'll do some formatting. So I just right click and click on format chart area, no line and no field. Okay, and now we will add it over here. Try to adjust it properly. Perfect. Okay, let's see how what colors we are using. Okay, these are the colors. Now what we will do, we'll just delete this because we are going to add the data labels itself directly over here. So I will add the data labels. So you can see these are the data labels. So it will be self-explanatory for us. And now what I will do, I'll just select this, right click, format data series. I will go in color options and here I will choose the fill as first line. I will choose as no, but I will click as gradient fill, and all these gradient stops I will delete this. And the first color which I will choose a little bit this, and the second one, or the second one I will choose it is will be say this. Okay, and next, instead of angle as 90 degree, I will make it as 0 degree. Okay, or instead of 0 I will make it as 180 degree because I want inverted colors. Okay, 180, or let's say 90, and so we'll make it as 270. Okay, perfect. So 270 is what we need, so it will be gradient from bottom to top. So let's see what colors are being used over here. So I'll just go right click on more format data series, and let me change this color. Okay, go in more colors and I made it a bit darker. Click OK, perfect. Now we'll come over here and the gap width I will just reduce it. I'll make it to 160. Okay, this is the gap width which I want. Perfect. Next I will select this, come over here, and I'll select this as Sergio semi bold. Okay, and reduce it to, let's say, 8. It is fine. Perfect. Right, so then next what we will do, I will add this text title, and instead of monthly it will be daily or day sales trend. That also you can name it. Increase it likewise so it will look bigger one. Perfect. Right, so this is how you find out the daily sales trend. Next we will move ahead with our next problem statement, but before that, what can be the insight which will be taken from here? You can see the maximum sales are done on Sunday and Saturday and Sunday, right? So most of the foods are being ordered on Saturday and Sunday. Least are being ordered on, let's say, Monday and Tuesday, which is obvious because mostly on weekends people go ahead and they order the foods whichever they want to eat. They are at home. They try to enjoy different foods, cuisines, and based on that they go ahead and order it from Swiggy app, right? So which is very much obvious. And on weekdays the sale is a bit low as compared. On Thursdays it is higher. There might be some reason. We can go ahead and check or deep dive in the data and check why is that. But this is how it is, right, guys? So now next, what we will do, we will go ahead and do our next analysis. Alright, guys. So as per our next problem statement, what we have to do is we have to find out the quarterly performance, right? So again, what we will do, we will go in our Swiggy data, but again, the same thing, we do not have here the quarter data. So again, what we have to do is we have to create a quarter, calculations to extract the quarter. So this will be an intelligent calculation which we'll be writing over here. It will be a bit complex to understand, but if you understand it, it will be very much easy for you to do other calculations which are related to date and whenever you will be working in real time as well. All right. So first, what I will do, I'll just go ahead and insert a column over here, and I will name it as quarter. Okay. So this is the quarter, and what we actually want is we want Q1, Q2, Q3 in that way, right? So I will use an is equal to function first. Okay, and what I will do, I will use first, or I will write an entire calculation and then I will explain. I will use, because we want q1 and qt in that way, so I will use q as a text, which will be in double inverted commas, and I will use an and function. Then I will be using an int function. So int is integer, is what does it do is whatever number you have, whether it is in a decimal format, it will be converted it into a proper integer format, right? So in that way we are going to use this, and I will use one more bracket and I will use a month function, right? So what I will do, I will extract the month first. I will be extracting a month from here because from this date only we have to do extract. Then we will close the in month bracket. Okay, and I will subtract one from here. I will close the integer bracket, or we can say the month bracket over here, sorry. And then I will divide everything by 3. I will close the integer bracket. I will add 1 over here, and I will add actually 1 over here, and I will hit enter. As soon as you do, you can see we are getting all the entire Q1, Q2, Q3. Now I will try to explain you how does this formula works, right? First, we'll start from here. So this is the month function which has been added over here. What does this do is month of order date. So let's consider for this particular field, right? So what does this will do is I will add it, I will write over here, right? So what month will do, 29/6/2025. So which is the month over here, 6, right? So it will give us a 6 as a value from here, right? So we are getting a 6 value over here, right? Then next, what is there? What we are doing here is we are subtracting 1 from here, right? So when I subtract 1 from here, 6 is converted to 5, right? Because 1 is been subtracted, right? Next, what we are doing is dividing everything by 3. So when I divide 5 divided by 3, so if I divide 5, so I will just add 5 divided by 3. So what does it give me? It give me value as 1.66, right? Now this 1.66 value is entire this value, right? So this is that particular entire value, 1.66. And now integer is been used. So integer of 1.66, what it will give you? It will give, convert this all the value into, because what does do integer do? Integer will convert all this value in in proper decimal format. So it is less than 2, and it is 1.66, but it is not exact 2, so it will give an integer value as 1 only for us, right? So this will convert this to 1. If it is 0.75, 0.8, 0.9, also still it will give us as a value 0, because it is not a complete 2 or complete 3 value. So here also it is not complete 2, so it will go back to 1 itself, right? So what will happen now? We are getting 1 as a value for this entire value, and then we are adding one more over here. So then after one more we add, so 1 plus 1, it will count 2, right? So it will give us a 2. And because we are adding q at the start, so it will give q, and the output of this result will be 2, so we are getting q2 over here. So I hope you have understood. If you not, just go ahead and repeat or see in repeat again whatever I have explained. It will be a bit hard, but if you do a calculations for this, and you will be able to understand what why I brought this particular calculations, right? So this will help you to give quarter over here. Now I will go in analysis tab, and firstly I will just mention this. So I will just go here, and I will merge and center, and I will name this what, daily trend. Okay, then I will just go to home, I will bold it, and I'll just select this entire thing and I will go and make it as dark. Okay, the border. Now I will copy this pivot table, paste it over here. All right. And now I will go to pivot table analyze option, turn on the field list. Now we don't want day, we want quarter over here. But again, the quarter is not been present. So I will go over here and I will refresh it and you can see quarter will be available. So I'll just select the quarter. But what we want here is not only quarter, but we want here a rating as well. And we want total order. So for total orders, what I will do, I will take dish name. Okay, or anything you can take. I'll just dish name and I will add users count of that particular dish name. All right, and you can see I've been already created it over here. Here you can see the same way we have to create it in here as well. So what you have to do is this particular entire calculation we have to bring out of this pivot table. So I will be writing it over here. Just write it far away so that because we are going to make use of this picture and the picture whatever is text size and shape is available over here. The same size and shape whenever we will be using this in our other dashboard will be used, right? So I will name this first as quarter. Okay, and then this will be sales, right? Then here I will name it as rating and then we will have orders, right? So this is what we need actually. And now what I will do, I will bring everything over here. So quarter, from here I will bring the quarter, hit enter and I will drag it down, right? So this is quarter. Sales will bring it from here again. Okay, so this is sales. But if I bring it, drag it downward, it will give me the same values. So for that, what I have to do is here you can see quarter one. This sales, the first cell which I have selected, it is for quarter one, but it is in double inverted comma. It means what? This is a static value. It is not a fixed value. So to make it is a static value, because when you drag it down, it should be for quarter two. So I will change this and I will use this value because this is also quarter one and I will hit enter. So you can see value is same, but when I drag down the formula, you can see they are taking the other values over here. Similar way rating, I'll just take the ratings from here. But one thing that rating should be whatever we want, it should be in average. So I'll go over here. I will go field value setting and I will make it as average. So I'll just convert this to average. Okay. Oops, control set. So ratings we have to convert. I will convert this to average. So you can see it is converted to average now. And now I'll change this and now we'll select the average value. All right. Now again, what we have to do again, this is quarter one. So I'll just delete this and from instead of this, I'll just select this quarter one. And now you can see the formula is completely dynamic. Same way orders also I will choose it from here, but we have to make this formula dynamic. So I'll just delete this and I'll select this particular value and hit enter. So oops, just delete it, is equal to, I'll just select the orders from here, then come over here and instead of this I will delete and I will add Q1. And now I will drag down the formula. So you can see all values are dynamic now. Now next thing what we have to do is I will just go ahead and select all of this. First what we'll do, we'll convert this into a proper format. So press Ctrl 1 and let me check with what format we want it. So we want it up to 1 decimal point. So I'll just press Ctrl 1. I will go in custom and I'll drag it down. So you can see this is for our 1 decimal point. So I'll just click on OK. Same way we'll do it for this also. We'll just go in custom and this instead of this we want up to 1 decimal point. So I'll just delete one. Similar way. For this also we have custom and we already have used this one. So I'll just want at 1 decimal point. So I'll just go ahead and delete the 1 0 and I'll just click on OK. So you can see converted. Now I'll just select this and go to home. I will just change this to Seiju semi bold. Okay. I will use the font as 11. Okay. And now what I will do, I'll just double click over here. So it will be perfectly adjusting to these values. This also, this as well, and this as well. Okay. Now I'll just select all the values again, go to home and I will just use it as center. Right. Now what I will do, I'll just select all these rows, right click and I'll click on row height and the row height, let's say I will be using it as 19. Okay. Or let's make it as 20. Okay, 20 row height I'll be using. I'll just go over here now, go to home, and we'll use this border. Okay, we'll use the border, and I'll just select this, go to home, and I will use, let's say, this color. Perfect. Right. And now I'll just select all this value, and whenever you select all this value, just go to home button, and here you have a conditional formatting. So just click on let's say color schemes. Okay, so just use any color scheme whichever you like it. Okay, it's up to you whichever you have to use. Okay, I will use the first one itself. Okay, so this is the color scheme which we'll be using. Now what I will do, I will just go ahead and copy this. So copy this entire thing, go to our dashboard and click here outside. Not, don't click on dashboard, click on this sale. Okay, right click, and you can see the paste spatial options are available. So from here you can see other paste option. You have to paste uh, linked picture. You have to paste linked picture. Just press on linked picture. You can see picture will be brought over here automatically. Okay, so this is how you have to bring it. But what we will do, I'll just delete it first. I'll go back to analysis tab. The borders are not looking good, so I'll just select this, and I will just click on no borders. Okay, so I'll just click on no borders, and now I'll just select this, Control C, and I will paste it over here. So paste it over here, but you can see you will have an options here, and I will click on link picture. So you can see this has been brought now. So first what we'll do, we'll create a placeholder over here. So I'll just copy this placeholder, and I'll bring it down over here. So make sure it is perfectly aligned. Okay, and now bring this over here. So because, but this picture you can see it is going behind this. So now select this picture, go to picture format, and click on bring forward. So you can see it will be brought forward. I will adjust it over here. Okay, so some more analysis you can do over here. What we can do is we can bring it more closer. Okay, similar way we can bring it more closer. Okay, and what we'll do, I'll just increase the row size again. So I'll just click on row height, and I'll click on 23. Okay, and now again what I will do, I'll just click Control C. I'll go to dashboard, delete this picture first, paste this over here. So you have to keep adjusting, guys. Okay, so that it will be perfectly fit for you. And now I'll bring it over here. Nice. All right, so this is how you have to do it. Now I'll just select this, Control C, Control V, and I will name this particular dashboard title as quarterly performance, but we have to name it properly. So let me check what should be the name of that. So it should be this. I'll just copy this. You can use the same. I'll paste it over here. Okay, and what I'll do, I'll just select this, go to format painter, and I'll format this. And I'll take it up, this as well. Perfect. Okay, this looks nice. If you want more, guys, you can see we can increase the row height more if you want. So what I'll do, I'll just right click on row height, and I will make it as, let's say, 25. Okay, so again we'll copy this. So I'll just select all the values first, go to home, and make it as center again. Control C, come on dashboard, delete this, paste it over here, and we'll click on linked picture. Perfect. Now this looks good, and you can see all the values. So based on all the quarters, you can see quarter three we have the data till August itself. So you can see the sales is bit down, but you can see sales are almost same for each quarter. Rating is also same. Orders are also similar. So it's a flat line if you see the quarter wise how it has been going on. But it can be increased because business is what that as compared to previous dates, it should always increase with the coming dates, right? So this is how you analyze, the quarterly performance. All right, guys. So now we will move ahead with our next requirement. And as per our problem statement, what we have to do is we have to create a map visualization by state data. Okay. So for that, I will go back to our sheet and I will go first in analysis. Okay, so let's rename this first. So I will just go in home. I will just use this color, merge and center, and then I will name it as quarterly analysis. Okay, so this is quarterly analysis, and let's use or let's format this. Okay, so this is our quarterly analysis. I will go in home and I will make this as a thick border. Perfect. Now we'll just copy this entire pivot table, paste it over here. And now instead of quarter, instead of dish name, and instead of ratings, what we want is we want everything by state. Okay. So this is here, which is everything by state. And now next thing what we have to do is we have to create a map chart from this. So first what I will do, I will just select all these values, or we will do that later. Okay. So I'll just go in pivot table, analyze, select anywhere in this particular cell. We'll go in pivot chart. And from here, we will just see if we have an option to create, or we'll just go in insert, and here we have a map chart. So I'll just select a map chart, but it gives us an error that you can't create this chart type when the data is inside a pivot table. Please select a different chart type. What does it say? That if the data is inside the pivot table, it cannot create a map chart. So what we have to do over here is we have to extract this data outside the pivot chart. So for that, what we will do, the same thing as we did for previous KPIs as well as for quarterly performance, this same we will do over here. I will name this as state, and this is what sales. All right. And now what I will do, I will just select this. Okay, just select this cell is equal to, I'll extract this information from here, right? And I will just extract it all over down, right? Then is equal to, I will just select the cells, but you can see Assam, it is an fixed static field over here, but when I drag it down, you will get all the values for Assam itself. You can see everywhere it is Assam, but we have to make it dynamic. So for that, what I will do, I will just delete this, and instead of this Assam, I will just choose this value and hit enter. And now when I drag my formula down, okay, you can see all the values are being taken from here itself as it is, right? So this is how you do the analysis for this. Now I will just go over here, I will press Control 1, and I will go to custom, and I will make everything to rupees. Okay, in this way, right? Now select this entire data, then go now in insert, and from here you can choose your map chart. Okay, so now you can see a map chart has been created for us. So one important point to remember over here is, guys, that you should be connected to your internet or to an Wi-Fi or any net connections to load this particular map chart, right? It will take some time for you to load. Wait for 2 or 3 minutes, it will load whenever you are connected to your internet connections, right? Now I will delete this chart title. I will press Control C, then I will come to your dashboard and we will paste it over here, right? And now uh, this is the chart, so we will have to add it over here. Now I will just use this placeholder, Control C, Control V, okay, and I will increase it likewise. Make sure everything is aligned properly, okay, and now I'll just reduce this a bit, corners, perfect. Now just use this map chart, and I will just reduce this in this way a bit, perfect. Now use this map chart, I will bring it over here. Now you can see it is behind this particular shape, so go in format and click on bring it forward, that's it. And now we'll reduce it likewise, okay, here increases like this, and here, perfect. Okay, if you want, you can increase the size of this also. Now what I will do, I will just add this label, whatever you are seeing at the top. Okay, so I'll just go over here and add legend, I will add it at top. Okay, so you can see legend is been added at top, and now we'll do some formatting on this particular map. Okay, and now I'll just right click and I will click on format plot area. So instead of that, for I'll use chart area. Here I will use no fill and I will use no line, so no border we want. Then I will just go to this, okay, just go to series cells, okay, then go here and you can see a series color options is there. So I will be using a 3 color divergent, okay, and from here I will use the three colors. Okay, so you can see I will increase it. So first color which I will be using, you can see middle, maximum and high. So highest color, what I will do, I'll use this. Okay, the darkish one a bit. Then a middle color, we will keep this only, and this one we will use it is a bluer shade. Okay, so this is how you can do it. You can always match the color with this particular Swiggy app color. So you can see this has been moved. I'll bring it to center. Okay, so now this is how you do. So more dense color wherever you see, you can see Karnataka is the highest selling one. Then I think so. This is there. There is nothing. Uttar Pradesh is there. Then Maharashtra is there. Gujarat is there. Here also West Bengal is there. So these are the states where maximum sales are being done. Right. So we can see based on the color gradient which is available. Right. So you can see here in Jammu and Kashmir it is the least. Here also in Nagaland and as well as in Assam there are least sales because there are not much metro cities or IT industries available over there, and that's the reason the sales are at the lowest point over there. All right, so this is how you do it. Next, I will just add the title for this. So Control C, Control V, and I will add it over here. So I'll use this by sales by state. Okay, so this is sales by state, sorry. So this is the analysis how you do it. Now we will move ahead with our next requirement, and next we have to find out is top 5 cities by sales. All right, so for that what I'll do, I'll go back to analysis sheet, but this I will first rename this. I will make this as this, I will make it as bold, greater, and this, right, and I will name it as state analysis. Okay, then select this entire chart area, home, and we'll use the border for this. Okay, so it will be completely done. Next, what I'll do, I will just copy this. Let's copy this. Control C, char, and I will paste it over here. And now what we have to do is we have to find it based on the restaurant. Okay, so you can see, sorry, based on city. So I'll just select the city over here. But if you want to just show top 5 cities by sales, so for that, what I will do, you can just go over here. Okay, and then you have a value filter, and in value filter you can see top 10 is available. So what we want, top 5. So I'll just select top 5, and we want it based on price. You can see price is available, and I'll just click on OK. As soon as you do, you can see you are getting a top 5 cities over here. Next, what I will do, I will just go in pivot table analysis, and here you have an option called pivot chart. Select this, and I will be using an horizontal bar chart. So I'll just select this and right click and hide all the buttons. Similarly, I will delete this. I will delete all the grid lines, total, this total. Okay, bring it over here. Right, now you can see this is in descending order. So for that, what I'll do, I'll right click and I will sort from smallest to largest. So as soon as I do, you can see sort, and this column chart or the horizontal bar chart will be inverted. So I'll just copy this now, and we have to add it into dashboard. So I'll just paste it over here. Okay, so here it is. First I'll just create a placeholder, Control C, Control V. Okay, reduce it, reduce it this much. Okay, and I'll bring it over here because it is behind that. So I'll create a format, and I'll just click on bring it forward. All right, and now let's add it over here nice and clean. Okay, and now we'll do some formattings on this. We will add the data labels also over here, but the data labels should be in millions. So I'll go back, and I will just click on analysis, and I will click here as control 1. I will click on custom, and I will just go ahead and use this. Okay, and when you come to dashboard, you can see the values are being provided as required. Perfect. Okay, now we'll do some more analysis on this. I'll just right click and create format. I will use first chart area, and I will click on no fill and no line first. Then I will just use this over here. I'll just use this, and here we will use a gradient line. Sorry, no line, and here gradient fill we will use. Right, I will delete this. Okay, and from here I'll use the first, let's say this, and the second color I would like to use as this. and instead of 90 degree I will make it as 0 degrees. Okay, and well, we can make this a bit more darker. Okay, this looks fine. Now we will go over here and the gap we will reduce it. Let's make it 70. 60 is fine. Perfect. Now I'll just select this text, go in home, and from here I will use Sage UI semi-bold and I will reduce one size. Perfect. Okay, and from here I'll increase its size. Nice, perfect. So now from here, what analysis you can do is Bangalore is the highest selling city, or we can say the most sales are done from Bangalore city on Swiggy app, then followed by Lucknow, Hyderabad, Mumbai, and then New Delhi, right? And all of these are metro cities, right? So obviously the sale would be higher in these cities as well. And because Bangalore is a IT hub, most IT industry people they usually go on online food delivery apps, right? Then we will add the title for this. Control C, Control V, and I will name it as top 5 cities by sales. Okay, so this is top 5 cities by sales. I will control save this, and now next we will move ahead with our next requirement. All right, now next we will move ahead to our next requirement, and last is nothing but we have to do the weekly trend analysis. So for that, I will just go in analysis. And what we have to do is, I will just go to our sheet first, the data first. But here you can see the week information is not available for us. So the same thing we have to do again. We have to find out the week number over here. And for that, what I will do, I'll just right click over here and I will click on insert. Okay. And I will name this column as week. Okay. And we have a very easy formula for this, that is nothing but a week number. Okay, and we have to find it from this order date. Okay, that's it, and hit enter. So you can see a week number is we have received a week number over here, because but the date format is, or we can say this is automatically taking it as a date format. We want here a number actually, so that's the reason we are getting this, but we can solve this. So we just have to go in the control one, that is nothing but a number format, and I will just go in custom, or yeah, just go in number. Okay, and we will just show it up to 0 decimal point. So we have to show it in number format. As soon as you do, you can see we are getting number over here, and do the same for all. You can drag it, or you can just double click on that plus arrow, and you can see all the formula is been brought down and everything has been available for us, right? So this is how you find the week number. Now I'll go back to analysis and I will name this first. I will just go here, merge center, and I will increase its length, and I will just use this. Okay, and this is what top 5 cities by sale. Okay, so this is how you do it. Now I will just copy, or let's copy this, because there is a value filter has been added on that, so we will not use that. I'll just paste it over here. And next, I'll just go to pivot table analyze. I'll use the field date option, and instead of day, what we want now is week, but it is not available over here. So I'll just go in pivot table analyze, and I will just refresh this entire data. As soon as you do, you can see week is available. Now I'll just click on week, but it automatically goes in values because it have an integer as a data type, or a numerical data type. So I'll just drag this and I will add it in rows. So as soon as you add, you can see week wise all the sales we are having over here. Now next what I'll do, I'll just select entire thing, control 1, go to custom and change its number format. So I will use this one, and you can see everything we are showing in millions now. Now click over here, go over here, and we'll use a pivot chart, and I will be using a vertical, everything as a vertical. Okay, and right click and remove all, or hide all the buttons. Delete this, delete all the grid lines, and this as well. Okay, now copy this and we will go to our dashboard. So paste it over here. First what I will do, I'll create a placeholder for this. So Control C, Control V, and I will extend it up to end. Perfect. And now we will add it over here. So it is going behind. So I'll go in format and I'll click on bring it forward this way. Now right click, click on format chart area, no fill, no line. Then I'll just select this, go to here. I'll reduce the series width as much you want. I'll keep it 70. Okay. I will go in colors. I will click on gradient fill. Okay, same gradient whichever we have used here, same it is been providing over here. Just instead of 90 degrees as an gradient, I will use it as 0 degree. I will use it as 90, but it's not 90. I will use it as 270 because we want darker color as below. Okay, perfect. All right. So now this is how the weekly performance. You can see everything is almost same. A few fluctuations are available just. So this is how you do it. Now I'll just copy this and I will name this as weekly sales trend. Okay, so this is our weekly sales trend. Now next thing, so we have created all the information, all the charts and everything. Next what we have to do is go ahead and add all our filters or slicers and all other buttons whichever we are going to add. So first I will just go in insert, I will go in pictures and I will click from this device, and maybe we will have it in downloads. No, we don't have, so I'll just copy it from here. I will add it for you to download. So I'll just copy this Swiggy picture. It is available on Google, so you can add it over here. It gives and look for this particular dashboard. You can add it anywhere you want, wherever you get some space. But here it looks very good because for all the states it is delivering the Swiggy, through delivery guy as a partner and all those things, right? So this is how you create all the dashboard. Now we will go ahead and add all other remaining filters and everything. Okay. All right, guys. Now we will move ahead and add our slicers or filters over here. So for that, I will go in the analysis sheet, and now you can see this is all the charts and KPIs we created over here. And now we already have the state column. Okay, so we will bring the state column also, but we will just delete this, and I will just go to this pivot table and go to pivot table analyze option, and from here click on insert slicer. So first I will add months. I will just click on OK once I add it. Okay, so I will just add months. I will just copy this. I will go to dashboard and I will paste it over here, right? So this is how you want it. Okay, I'll just take it a bit below. Okay, and now I'll go in slicers. Okay, select the slicer, go to slicers, and I want it as 2 or 3 columns. Okay, I'll just keep it as 3 columns so that it will be easy for us. Okay, now select this and I will just reduce it likewise. Perfect. Okay, and now I'll just take it a bit down. And now what I will do, we have to give or do some formattings to this particular slicer. So for that, I will go in slicer, and here you can see there are different options available to create our slicer. So I will go in a new slicer style. But before that, what I will do, I want this background color. So I'll just right click. I will go to format shape, and I will go to this field. I will go to more colors, and I will copy this color code. Control C FC8019, because we want the slicer to match all the behind colors. Okay, then go to shape format, and sorry, no, and then first go to slicer, then go over here and go over here, and I click on new slicer set tile. Okay, then create whole slicer. Okay, select this whole slicer, go to format, and first fill. Okay, you have to go in fill, and in fill what I will do, I will just change its color. So I will go in more color and go in custom, and here I will change its color. paste it over here, click on OK, and click on OK. Okay, and just click on OK. You can see it has been not given to over here, but what I have to do, I will go to slicer and I have to click on this, which is the new slicer created, right? And now we will do some more formattings. So I'll right click and I will click on modify. Okay, so we'll modify the slicer more. I will go to header, I will go to format. Okay, and in format header, I will just choose my font. Let's say I will choose it as Calibri. Okay, I'll choose it Calibri. I will use the font as 9 and I will make it as bold. And just click on OK and click on OK. Right, so you can see font has been changed, but it is too small. I will just increase it. So I'll just right click. I will click on modify header format. Go to font and I will make it as, let's say, 12. Click on OK. Click on OK. You can see it has been increased now. More, I will just do some more formattings. Click on modify. Then selected item with no data. Okay, so what should be for selected item with data? Okay, so I'll just go over here. First I'll go to border. I will add the border, so just click on this border. Okay, this outline, and what should be the color of it? So I'll just choose, let's say, this color. Click on OK, click on OK. You can see the border is been given to all this, and wherever we don't have any data, we don't want any border to it. All right, then click on slicer, click on modify, and you can see I'll go first in whole slicer and in format, and I will add the outer border to this. So I'll just go to border, select this, and I will choose the same border again, and I'll just click on OK and click on OK. And you can see the border, external border has been applied to it. All right, then just go to slicer, right click and click on modify again, and uh, selected item with data again. I will go in format and fill options. What I will do, I'll choose this color, but I will go in more colors and I will reduce its density. Click on OK and click OK and click OK. So you can see this color will be provided. And now whenever I select it, you can see the selection will be available for us. Similar way, this and this. Okay. But you can see only this particular chart has been filtering out based on the filter which I'm doing. So to have all the charts to be filtered, what I will do, I'll right click over here. I will go on report connections. Okay, just go on report connections, and here we will see all those pivot tables which we have created. So just select everything which is available over here. Select everything. Just click on OK. As soon as you do, you can see the slicer will be reporting all the connections, and now whenever I use January, you can see everything will be filtered to January. You can see this, right? When I select January, May, it will show all the values with respect to that. Similarly, when I choose September, you can see I will see all the values with respect to January, February, or March, or you can see I will select July because we don't have any data for September, right? So this is how it works, right? So you can see we'll do some more formatting. Let's do that. So I'll just go to slicer here, and I'll just right click and modify. And let's see selected item with no data. In format I will go, and in fill there should be no color, and in border I'll choose as none. Okay, and just click on OK. So this, and I'll choose none. Okay, click OK. Okay, you can see the border will be gone for those particular months where there is no data, right? Because this will show all the months, but we have data till August only, so it will be easy for us to understand that we have data till August itself, right? In this way you can try different color combination, but this found me okay, so I did that. Now I'll go and right click and I will click on slicer settings, and here I will change its header, right? I will just keep it as month, and I'll just click on okay, and you can see the changes will be reflected over here. Okay, it is not, so I'll just click on slicer settings again. Okay, so this should be the caption, and I'll just click on okay. You can see it has been formatted now. All right, the same way now we will go over here, we'll go to this, and now I will choose one more slicer. So we will add a restaurant name, let's say, and let's add one more thing, that is category, and I'll just click on OK, right? I'll just copy this both, come to dashboard, and I will paste it over here. All right. And now one by one, we'll bring it over here, right? And I'll reduce it. And now in slicer, what I'll do, I'll make it as two columns. All right. And now just select this, go to slicer, which we have created, and just select this. It will automatically format. For this, we'll bring it over here again. Okay. And same way, we'll select this. Okay. And now same what we have to do, we have to report the connections. So go and report connections. And from here, select all those pivot tables, right? Whichever all the charts we have created, for those we have created all different pivot tables by copying it. So it will select all of them. Okay, so it will take some time to report the connection. Now I'll go and again I will click on slicer settings. Sorry, I'll just go ahead and click on report connection and I will select all of this. Just click on OK. Right? Perfect. Now next thing is we have to add here the navigations, right? So for that I will go in insert. I will go to shapes. Sorry, go to insert. I will go to shapes and I will use it as rounded rectangle and I will draw it over here. Okay. Now I'll go to format. Format the shape. I want no line, but I will use a solid fill. Let's say this. Okay, it's the same color. Yeah, this is fine. Now close this and I will name this as this will be our dashboard. This is our dashboard. Then go to home, center, bold. We'll make it as, let's make it as Calibri and I'll increase its size. Okay, copy the same theme. I'll bring it over here. Control C, Control V one more time. Break it over here. So I'll select all of these. Go to shape format. Go to align and I'll click on align center. Okay, and distribute vertically. So you can see they are in one line and they are distributed correctly. Here I will click on analysis. Okay, and this is our data. Now what we will do, I'll just right click over here and I will click on link. Okay, so I will link this particular to this document in this document only and we want it to link to dashboard itself. Similarly, here also I'll click on link and here we want to show analysis tab. So I'll just click on analysis and here I will just use as link and I will link this to Swiggy data. Just click on OK. So you can see link are been working. Now when I click on analysis tab, it will show me to analysis tab. And here as well, you can insert one more thing or I'll just copy this. Copy this, sorry. Copy here and paste it over here. Okay. Similar way on data also, we can come over here and we can paste it over here, right? I mean, whenever you are on data, you will come back to dashboard. Whenever you are on analysis tab, you will come back to dashboard. From here, you can go to data. From here, you can come back to again from here to our dashboard. So this is, the links or the navigation buttons we can say. Alright guys, so this was all about our Swiggy dashboard. I hope you have learned something new from this. You can create this in multiple tools. You can create it in Power BI, Tableau, and as well, I will be also creating a video on how to create this in Power BI next. And there will be more exciting projects that will be coming in future. I'm also creating a complete video tutorial for Power BI, advanced tax, advanced Excel, and it will be helpful for you to learn from all of these tutorials and it will be releasing in January 2026. So hope you like this tutorial, and please go ahead and subscribe and like this video so that you will be notified to upcoming videos as well, and it will increase the reach and help others to have this video in their feed as well. So happy learning. Until then, bye bye.